There comes a moment in the life of a chosen one when everything shifts. The world around you no longer feels the same. The conversations that once intrigued you now seem shallow. The places you used to find comfort in now feel suffocating. The very people you once laughed with now look at you differently, as if sensing something otherworldly within you. You've felt it, haven't you? That deep, unshakable knowing that you are not like everyone else. That the rules, limitations, and fears that hold others back simply do not apply to you. But let's be real. This realization doesn't come easy. In fact, it can feel isolating, confusing, even overwhelming. You may ask yourself, why do I feel different from others? Why do I see things they can't? Am I losing my mind, or am I waking up? Let me tell you this, you are not crazy. You are not alone. And you are definitely not just human. This message is for you, the chosen ones, the ones who are here to break generational curses, shift consciousness, and rise beyond the limits of this world. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 undeniable signs that prove you are more than human. By the end, you'll not only understand your true nature, you'll embrace it. Because once you know who you truly are, nothing can stop you. Reason 1. You exist between two worlds. Have you ever felt like you don't fully belong here? Like you're walking in 2 different realities at the same time. One foot in the physical world, dealing with everyday life, responsibilities, and expectations, while the other foot is somewhere beyond, tapped into something much deeper, something unseen. This is because you are more than just a physical being. You are operating on a level that many people can't even comprehend. You move between the material and the spiritual, the seen and the unseen. 1.1 Your awareness is different. From a young age, you may have noticed that you see things differently. While others are consumed by surface-level distractions, you are drawn to the deeper meaning of life. You question everything. You sense things that others ignore. People around you may brush off certain energies, emotions, or even spiritual signs, but for you, they are undeniable. You pick up on vibrations in a room. You can tell when someone is lying, even if they say all the right words. You can sense when something isn't right before anyone else does. This is because your awareness isn't limited to the physical senses. You are tapped into a higher frequency, a different realm of existence that most people never access. 1.2 You experience more synchronicities. Another clear sign that you exist between 2 worlds is the sheer number of synchronicities you experience. Ever think of someone and suddenly they text you? See repeating numbers everywhere. 1111, 333, 777. Have dreams that later become reality. These aren't coincidences. These are confirmations. The universe, the divine, your spiritual guides, they are all communicating with you, showing you that you are not just existing in the physical, but also in the unseen realm. 1.3 People don't always understand you. Because you exist between these 2 worlds, many people won't fully understand you. They may see you as too deep, too intense, or too different. You could be in a group of people, yet feel completely alone because your mind is operating on a higher level. You may struggle to fit into traditional roles, relationships, or career paths because deep down, you know you're here for something greater. This world often tries to distract and numb people, keeping them busy, entertained, and disconnected from their true nature. But you can't ignore it. You can't pretend to be blind to what you know is real. 1.4 You have an unshakable knowing. Despite the confusion, despite the isolation, despite the struggle, you still feel it deep in your soul. You are here for a reason. You are not ordinary. You are meant to awaken to your true power. And that's because you are more than human. Reason 2. Your energy affects the world around you. Have you ever noticed that people react to you in extreme ways? Either they are drawn to you like a magnet, or they seem uncomfortable and even threatened by your presence, without you even saying a word. That's because your energy is powerful. It's not just your words or your actions, it's your very presence that shifts the atmosphere. You might not even realize it, but when you walk into a room, something changes. This is because you are operating on a higher frequency than most people, and that affects everything around you. 2.1 You trigger people without trying. You may have noticed that some people love being around you. They feel inspired, uplifted, and safe in your presence. They open up to you easily, telling you their deepest thoughts and struggles, even if you just met them. But then there are others, the ones who seem uneasy around you, the ones who avoid you, get defensive, or even seem to dislike you for no reason at all. That's because your energy exposes things. You don't even have to say a word. Just by being yourself, you make people confront things they may not be ready to face. Your presence alone can shine a light on their insecurities, their masks, their hidden darkness. Some will be inspired by you. Others will feel threatened. 2.2 Animals and children are drawn to you. Another way you can tell your energy is different is through how animals and children react to you. Have you ever had a baby stare at you intensely, as if they recognize something in you? Do animals seem to trust you instantly, even ones that are normally skittish? That's because both children and animals operate on pure energy. They haven't been conditioned by the world yet, so they can sense truth. They can feel that your energy is different, and they are naturally drawn to it. This is another sign that you are more than human. Your energy extends beyond just physical interactions. 2.3 Your mood shifts the environment. Have you ever been in a group where the energy felt off? Maybe everyone was arguing, or the vibe was negative. But the moment you spoke or simply focused your energy, everything shifted. Or maybe when you're feeling down, the people around you also seem to become drained. That's because you are an energetic amplifier. Your emotions, your thoughts, your energy, it radiates outward and influences everything around you. This is why you have to be very careful with what you focus on. Because your energy is so powerful, whatever you put out into the world expands. If you focus on love, peace, and growth, you uplift everything around you. If you allow negativity, fear, or doubt to take over, it can ripple outward, affecting not just you, but everyone near you. This is a responsibility that many don't have to carry, but you do. 2.4 Why this matters. The fact that your energy affects the world so deeply is proof that you are not just a normal human being. Most people move through life without ever realizing the impact of their energy. But you were designed to influence and shape reality in ways that others can't. This is why you must guard your energy, protect your peace, be intentional with your thoughts. Because whether you realize it or not, your very existence is shaping the world around you. Reason 3. You receive divine messages and downloads. Have you ever had a sudden knowing about something without any logical explanation? Maybe you've had dreams that later came true, or you've received intuitive nudges that led you to the right place at the right time. This is not your imagination. As a chosen one, you are connected to something beyond this physical world. You are constantly receiving divine messages, downloads, and insights, even if you don't always recognize them. Let's break this down. 3.1 Your intuition is supernaturally strong. Most people have a gut feeling from time to time, but for you, it's much deeper than that. Your intuition isn't just a passing thought. It's a clear and powerful inner knowing that often feels like a direct message from the universe. You might sense danger before anything happens. You might know when someone is lying, even if there's no evidence. You might feel drawn to certain places or people for reasons you can't explain. This isn't coincidence. This is divine guidance. The more you listen to it, the stronger it gets. The more you ignore it, the more chaotic life becomes. This is why you must trust your intuition, because it is one of your greatest spiritual gifts. 3.2 Dreams and visions reveal hidden truths. Have you ever had a dream that felt more real than reality? Do you wake up feeling like you've just traveled to another realm? Chosen ones often receive messages through dreams and visions. These aren't just random images. These are divine downloads meant to guide you. Sometimes, your dreams warn you about people who don't have good intentions. Other times, they show you future events before they happen. You may even receive spiritual instructions on what to do next in your life. Your dreams are a gateway to higher wisdom. Pay attention to them. Keep a journal. The more you honor them, the clearer they will become. 3.3. You experience synchronicities and signs. Have you ever been thinking about something and then suddenly see a clear sign that confirms it? Maybe you keep seeing repeating numbers like 111, 222, or 777. Maybe you overhear a conversation that speaks directly to your situation. Maybe you keep running into the same message over and over again. These are not coincidences. The universe is always communicating with you. The problem is, most people ignore the signs. But as a chosen one, you must pay attention. If you keep seeing the same numbers, look up their meaning. If a certain message keeps showing up, reflect on what it's trying to tell you. If you feel a strong nudge in a certain direction, don't ignore it. These signs are here to confirm your path and keep you aligned with your destiny. 3.4. You have moments of instant knowing. Have you ever just known something without any logical reason? You might be talking to someone and suddenly feel a deep understanding of their struggles, even if they haven't said anything. You might walk into a room and immediately sense the energy, whether it's positive, negative, or off balance. You might even receive a sudden idea out of nowhere that feels like it was placed in your mind by something greater. This is called a divine download, a moment where wisdom is directly given to you from the higher realms. It doesn't come from your thoughts. It doesn't come from logic. It comes from beyond. The more you recognize these moments, the more they will happen. The universe is always speaking. You just have to be open to listen. 3.5. Why this matters. The fact that you receive divine messages is proof that you are more than human. Most people only rely on their five senses, but you are tapped into higher dimensions of knowledge. You are guided, protected, and aligned with something greater. And the more you embrace this gift, the more you will unlock your true potential. Reason 4. You feel like you don't belong in this world. Have you ever looked around and felt like you just don't fit in? Like you're an outsider, watching the world move in ways that don't make sense to you. This isn't just social awkwardness. This isn't just a phase. This is a sign that you are more than human. The truth is, this world was never meant to contain you, because your soul operates on a completely different frequency. Let's break this down. 4.1. The feeling of being different since childhood. Think back to when you were a kid. Did you ever feel like you saw the world differently from everyone else? Maybe you asked big questions that no one else seemed to care about. Maybe you felt more deeply than those around you. Maybe you struggled to connect with people your age because their conversations felt shallow or meaningless. This is because, even at a young age, you were operating on a different level of awareness. While others were distracted by surface-level things, your soul was already searching for deeper truths. And as you grew older, this feeling only became stronger. 4.2. Society tries to make you feel like you're the problem. When you don't fit in, society will try to make you believe that something is wrong with you. They'll call you too sensitive, too quiet, too intense, too serious. But let me tell you something. There is nothing wrong with you. The problem isn't you. The problem is that the world is too blind to see what you see. They are trapped in illusions, distractions, materialism, and shallow thinking. But you were never meant to be like them. You were born to wake people up. 4.3. The pain of isolation and loneliness. One of the hardest parts about being different is the loneliness that comes with it. You might struggle to relate to others. You might find it hard to form deep connections. You might even wonder if you'll ever find your true tribe. But listen, this is part of your journey. Many chosen ones go through seasons of isolation before they find their purpose. Why? Because during these times, you are being purified, strengthened, and prepared for your mission. You are not alone because you are unworthy. You are alone because you are being set apart. 4.4 Your spirit rejects the ways of the world. Have you ever noticed that normal things don't excite you the way they excite others? You don't care about gossip, drama, or social trends. You don't find joy in meaningless entertainment. You feel uncomfortable in places where the energy is low or dark. This is because your spirit is different. While most people chase money, status, and pleasure, you are being called to something higher. That's why the things of this world will never fully satisfy you, because your soul longs for something beyond this world. 4.5 The truth. You were sent here, but you are not from here. Let me hit you with something deep. The reason you feel like you don't belong is because your soul is not from here. You were sent into this world, but you are not of this world. That's why you see through the illusions. That's why you feel things so deeply. That's why you can't conform to the way others live. Because you are not meant to blend in. You are meant to stand out. 4.6 Finding your true purpose and your soul tribe. Even though you may feel alone now, understand this. You are not alone. There are others like you, other chosen ones who see the world as you do. You will find them. And when you do, everything will start to make sense. But first, you must embrace who you are. Stop trying to fit in where you don't belong. Stop trying to dull your light to make others comfortable. Stop trying to be normal when you were born to be extraordinary. You are here for a reason. Own it. Reason 5. You have a strong connection to the supernatural. Have you ever experienced things that defy logic? Strange coincidences, prophetic dreams, seeing signs and numbers everywhere. It's like the universe is communicating with you directly. Most people ignore these things. They brush them off as random or imagination. But you feel the energy. You know there's more to this world than what meets the eye. This isn't just a weird quirk. This is proof that you are more than human. Let's break it down. 5.1 You experience synchronicities and signs. Have you ever noticed repeating numbers like 1111, 333, or 777 everywhere you go? Random people telling you exactly what you needed to hear at the perfect time. Unexplainable coincidences leading you toward your purpose. These are not accidents. This is divine communication. The universe, your higher self, and even spiritual forces are guiding you toward your destiny. Most people ignore these signs, but you feel them deeply because you are in tune with a higher reality. 5.2 Your intuition is powerful and unexplainable. Ever had a gut feeling that turned out to be 100% right? Maybe you sensed someone's true intentions before they showed it. Maybe you knew something bad was going to happen before it did. Maybe you made a decision based on instinct, and it led you exactly where you needed to be. This isn't luck. This isn't paranoia. This is your spirit's wisdom activating. The chosen ones have an unnatural level of intuition because they are spiritually connected. Your soul knows things that your mind can't explain. 5.3 You attract paranormal and supernatural experiences. If you're truly a chosen one, you've probably experienced shadow figures or unexplainable presences, strange dreams that feel more real than reality, hearing whispers, feeling energy shifts, or sensing things others don't. Most people would freak out over these things, but for you, it's just another day. That's because you operate in multiple dimensions, even if you don't realize it. The unseen world recognizes you. Spirits know who you are. That's why these experiences follow you. 5.4 You have a deep connection to dreams and visions. Your dreams are not random. You don't just dream. You receive messages. You've probably had prophetic dreams that later came true. Dreams of flying, falling, or entering other realms. Dreams where you felt like you weren't even in this world. These are all signs that your spirit is traveling beyond this reality. Many chosen ones experience lucid dreams or even astral projection because their soul isn't limited by the physical world. You are being trained, tested, and prepared in your sleep. 5.5 Animals and children are drawn to you. Ever notice that animals and children seem to be naturally drawn to you? Strangers' pets instantly trust you. Babies stare at you as if they recognize something about you. Even wild animals don't fear you. This is because they sense your energy. Animals and children are pure. They don't lie. They don't pretend. And they can tell that you are different. They see the light in you, even when others don't. 5.6 You can sense energies and vibrations instantly. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt the energy shift? You can tell when something is off, even if no one says anything. You can feel when someone has bad intentions, even if they're smiling. You can pick up on other people's emotions as if they were your own. This is because you are highly sensitive to energy. Most people only react to what they can see and hear. But you feel everything. Your aura picks up vibrations, whether they are good or bad. This is why you can't be around just anyone. Negative people drain you. Toxic environments exhaust you. Your energy is sacred, and your spirit knows it. 5.7 The truth. You are in tune with the hidden forces of the universe. Let me hit you with something deep. The reason you experience these supernatural things is because you are in tune with the unseen. You are not just a physical being. You are not just flesh and blood. You are a divine being with spiritual awareness beyond this world. That's why you see what others can't. That's why you feel what others ignore. That's why reality itself seems to glitch around you. You were born to navigate both the physical and spiritual realms. That is what makes you more than human. Reason 6. You have an unshakable inner calling. There's something inside you that refuses to be ignored. It's not just a feeling, it's a knowing. You know you're meant for something greater. You know you weren't born to live an ordinary life. You know there's a purpose driving you forward, even when you don't fully understand it. This isn't just ambition. This isn't just hope. This is destiny calling. And no matter how much you try to ignore it, it won't let you go. 6.1 You can't settle for a normal life. Have you ever tried to live a regular life? Go to school, get a job, follow the same routine as everyone else. But no matter how hard you try, it never feels right. Something inside you rebels against the idea of just existing. You see people around you who are content with an average life, but you feel like you're dying inside when you try to fit in. That's because your soul wasn't meant for mediocrity. You weren't sent here to blend in. You were sent here to break barriers. 6.2 You feel restless, like something is missing. You could have everything: money, relationships, success. But something still feels incomplete. No matter what you achieve, there's an inner hunger that never goes away. It's like a part of you is searching for something beyond this world. That's because your spirit is craving your true purpose. The chosen ones can't be satisfied by surface-level success. They need meaning. They need fulfillment. They need to know they're walking the path they were created for. Until you align with your higher mission, that restless feeling will never leave. 6.3 You feel pulled towards a greater mission. Have you ever felt like your life is building up to something bigger? Even when you don't know exactly what it is, you can feel it getting closer. It's like your spirit is being prepared for something huge. You may have felt this since childhood, or maybe it's been growing stronger in recent years. But either way, you can't ignore it. It's destiny. It's your calling. And deep down, you know it's only a matter of time before everything changes. 6.4 You can't fake passion for things that don't align with your soul. Have you ever tried to follow a path that wasn't truly meant for you? Maybe you pursued a career, a relationship, or a lifestyle because it was the right thing to do. But no matter how hard you tried, you couldn't force yourself to care. Your soul rejects anything that isn't aligned with your purpose. That's why jobs that don't inspire you feel suffocating. Relationships without deep connection feel draining. Activities that don't serve your mission feel like a waste of time. The universe will not let you waste your life on the wrong path. Your passion is your compass. It's guiding you toward your true destiny. 6.5. You experience divine restlessness. Ever felt like no matter what you do, it's never enough? Like you're always being pushed to do more, to become more, to reach higher? This isn't random. This is divine restlessness. It's the universe pushing you forward, forcing you to grow, evolve, and step into your full potential. If you get too comfortable, something shakes your life up. If you start settling, the universe reminds you who you are. If you ever think about giving up, something pulls you back on track. You are being prepared for something greater. The discomfort you feel, it's a sign that you haven't even scratched the surface of your true potential. 6.6. The world tries to distract you from your purpose. Let's be real. Everything in this world is designed to keep you distracted. Social media, entertainment, drama, temporary pleasures. It's all meant to keep you asleep, to make you forget who you are. But no matter how much the world tries to pull you in, something inside you won't let you stay blind. You can feel the truth beneath the distractions. You see through the illusions. Your soul refuses to be trapped in a meaningless cycle. This is why you always feel like you're searching for something deeper. Because you weren't born for distractions, you were born for greatness. 6.7. The truth. Your calling is bigger than you can imagine. Most people live their whole lives never realizing their purpose. But you can't ignore yours. You feel it in your bones. You hear it in your spirit. You know without a doubt that you were sent here for a reason. And here's the truth. Your calling is bigger than you think. It's bigger than just making money. It's bigger than just being successful. It's bigger than anything you've imagined. Because it's not just about you. It's about the lives you're meant to change. It's about the energy you're meant to shift. It's about fulfilling the divine mission you were chosen for. And the deeper you step into your purpose, the more unstoppable you become. Reason 7. You are built to endure the impossible. Let's get one thing straight. The chosen ones don't break. They may bend, they may stumble, they may even fall. But they always rise again. No matter what life throws at them, no matter how heavy the burden, no matter how painful the journey, they keep going. This is what sets you apart. You don't just survive the storm, you become the storm. 7.1. You've been through more than most people could handle. Think about it. The things you've endured, most people wouldn't have survived. The betrayals that shattered your heart, the struggles that almost broke your spirit, the moments where you had nothing left, yet somehow found the strength to keep going. Other people complain about small problems. But you've walked through fire and still kept moving. That's not normal. That's not ordinary. That's divine resilience. You were built to withstand the unthinkable because you were chosen for something greater. 7.2. You faced attacks that would have destroyed others. Let's be real. The chosen ones are targets. The moment you step into your power, opposition rises against you. People try to bring you down. Situations test your patience, your faith, your willpower. Negative forces try to drain your energy, confuse your mind, and weaken your spirit. Why? Because the enemy knows your potential. It knows that if you rise into your full power, you will shift reality itself. But here's the truth. You cannot be stopped. No matter what comes against you, you will overcome. 7.3. You keep moving even when you have every reason to quit. Most people, they give up when life gets hard. They get discouraged. They lose hope. They stop trying. But you don't quit. Even when you're exhausted. Even when you feel lost. Even when everything in you is screaming to give up. You keep going. That's not normal. That's divine strength. It's proof that you're not just human. You're something more. You were built for war. Not a physical war, but a spiritual battle. And the fact that you're still here, still fighting, still rising, That's proof that you've already won. 7.4. You are being prepared for a greater mission. Have you ever wondered, why has your life been so hard? Why have you faced so many struggles? Why does it feel like you've been tested more than most people? It's because you are being prepared. The greatest warriors go through the toughest training. The strongest leaders face the hardest tests. And the most powerful souls endure the deepest pain. Because their mission is bigger than they can imagine. Everything you've gone through, it's not punishment, it's preparation. 7.5. Your pain has given you wisdom that others lack. There's a reason you see the world differently. You can read people's energy instantly. You sense when someone is lying before they even say a word. You see through the illusions that blind the masses. Why? Because pain taught you lessons that wisdom books never could. You learned who's real and who's fake. You discovered the truth about human nature. You realize what truly matters and what doesn't. Most people never gain this level of awareness. But you were forced to learn. And now you carry wisdom that sets you apart. 7.6. Nothing can truly break you. Let's be honest. You've had moments where you thought, I can't take this anymore. You felt broken, defeated, completely drained of hope. But somehow, you kept going. Even when you thought it was impossible. Even when everything in your life was falling apart. Even when you had no strength left. Something inside you refused to give up. That's because you are unbreakable. Your soul was forged in divine fire. Nothing, not betrayal, not hardship, not even your darkest moments, can destroy you. Because you were created to rise. 7.7. The truth. You were chosen for this. Listen carefully. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not ordinary. You are chosen. And being chosen means your path will never be easy. You will be tested. You will be challenged. You will face opposition at every turn. But you will not fail. Because failure is not an option. Your destiny is written in spiritual fire. And no force in this world, or beyond, can stop you from fulfilling it. You are unstoppable. You are untouchable. You are more than human. And when the time comes, you will step into your full power. The world has no idea what's coming. Final message to the chosen ones. If you made it this far, understand this. Everything you've been through, every hardship, every trial, every lesson, it was all for a reason. You are being prepared for something bigger than you can imagine. Your struggles are proof of your calling.